How's it going, guys? Welcome. Today I want to talk about my biggest mistakes on Etsy selling digital products, specifically AI generated art. As some of you guys know, this is something that I started earlier this year. I decided to sell digital products because there's a lot of pros that attracted me to selling digital products. I actually wanted to sell them way back in 2021. I just didn't know how to step into the digital product space on Etsy, but finally with the AI, I found a way to kind of start this whole business. And the biggest thing that attracted me to digital products, selling digital products on Etsy, is the passivity of this online business. It's very passive. You just create something, list it, boom, that's about it. Sometimes you answer some questions, but there's not much hassle compared this to like other e-commerce businesses that I've been doing for the past couple of years. So I always wanted to step into the digital space on Etsy, and I finally did. Some of you guys have been watching my YouTube videos about my Etsy journey. You know exactly how much I made in the last 2 months on one of my stores. So you know the breakdown, you know what I've been doing. But this month, May, has been very specific to me because it's like a reality check. It's what I would call in the dropshipping world a situation. Okay, I had a situation on Etsy that I need to pivot if I want to continue doing this business. This is something that I've been experiencing dropshipping every couple of months, so I am kind of used to do this type of situation. Let's just say, basically, I had to educate myself on Etsy and change my logic in regards on how to sell digital products on Etsy, because I come from the dropshipping world, specifically Facebook and eBay dropshipping, which is even different than like Shopify dropshipping, because I don't use Chinese suppliers. I don't build like websites or anything like that. Facebook and eBay dropshipping is a number game, okay? It's all about numbers. The more listings you have, the more products you might sell. It's way different than anything else. And that's kind of the mentality I had when I came to Etsy to sell digital products. I was thinking in regards of numbers, okay? I was thinking of having more listings, but that's not what it is. This is a completely different game. Etsy is more a quality type of game, okay? And this is my number one mistake. I put quantity over quality, and that's a mistake with Etsy, specifically digital products. You need to put quality first. This is my biggest mistake in regards of Etsy. But let me slow down for a second and let's break it down why I'm saying this. For some of you, especially those that are selling on Etsy, you probably are thinking, wow, yeah, duh, quality is always number one. So if you're one of those people, hey, at least I think I made you laugh. If you're still here and you want to continue watching it, I'm going to tell you my realization, my pivoting point, my experience, and my history, okay? So earlier this month, I started Etsy challenge. I decided I'm going to spend at least 2 hours a day and list 2 bundles every day, okay? When I say bundles, I mean bundles of 20 images that are generated by AI on Etsy. And I was thinking about selling some seasonal products such as flowers, because it's summertime, so people gonna look for flower type of images on Etsy. So that's kind of my focus. I decided to go that direction. And in the beginning, everything was going well, but I've been adding so many listings every day, okay? But I was not getting as many sales. Matter of fact, in the previous month of April, I didn't add any listing, okay? For the whole month, I did not add any listing, and this was my best month, okay? This was my best month by not adding anything. And then in the month of May, I decided to add more stuff, and the sales didn't actually reflect that. In May, I actually got the Star Seller badge, which also should technically increase my sales, because once you receive that badge next to your name, it shows people that you are more verified, more trustworthy, that you have a great customer service, and Etsy will push your listings more. So I should get more sales. In fact, I actually did get more sales, couple more sales, if I compare the periods from this month and the month before. However, I made way less more money. And because of that, that got me thinking, what am I doing wrong? Why is that? Why am I making less money? Even though I have more listings, I'm verified. There's slightly more people coming to my website, but my conversion rate has dropped and I'm not making as much money as before. So I decided to do something with it. And this is the situation that I was talking about earlier. The situation in my language means something that is causing your sales to drop. It's something that causing your business to not performing as well as it used to. So I had these situations in the dropshipping world all the time. They happen approximately every couple of months, and you have to kind of analyze them and figure out what to do and pivot. And this is what I'm doing right now. So Long story short, I tried a couple of things and tested out what works. For example, I decided to increase my ad budget. Another huge mistake. Bigger ad budget doesn't necessarily mean more sales, so don't play with that. I decided to promote more ads on more listings. That's also not a good solution. What seems to be working in regards of ads on Etsy is to promote products that actually sell, okay? Your best seller, put ads on those. Anything else, don't waste money on it, okay? And here's another thing that I observe about ads. You don't need to spend a lot of money on ads. Even if you increase the budget on your bestseller products, that doesn't necessarily mean that these products are gonna sell more because your budget is bigger. You can actually have a small budget and you're gonna get better performance than when you have like a $100 budget a day. And with digital products, a lot of these products are very cheap. So, your budget is not as let's say broad as you want it to be. So you gotta keep it within your margin so you're not actually losing money. As would famous realtors say, location, 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 Etsy pro sellers would say quality, quality, quality. Because if you have good quality products, you create repeated buyers on Etsy, okay? And this is something that it's kind of new to me because when I sell products on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace, I don't really get a lot of repeated buyers. Usually just like a one person comes and goes, okay? Here, it's a little bit different. I do get repeated buyers here and there, but not on the bigger scale. And I had this conversation with some pro sellers on Etsy. They kind of explained this to me better, okay? Again, I am a noob to Etsy. This is my first couple of months. I'm learning. And this is a very good experience, to be honest with you, because I'm learning a lot. But with this conversation with someone that I had, that person actually specialized in selling digital products. And she told me that it's all about branding. It's all about bringing people back and putting quality over quantity. I should focus on creating great images that are not blurry, they have great dimensions, sharp, that are unique, and ideally with transparent background, because a lot of images that I sell, they just have white background. I don't really bother with transparent background because, again, I was thinking about quantity. I was thinking of how can I create as many AI generated images as possible so I can just flood Etsy with my listings. And that was a bad strategy. This person told me you can sell AI generated images. This is nothing wrong. This is actually a great tool to use, but you gotta put some quality. You have to have some sort of post-production stuff, okay? Just increasing the DPI doesn't necessarily mean that this is a great quality. Remove the background, make sure the dimensions are great, build an email list, which is another way of bringing people back, okay? That's a whole separate video about building an email list on Etsy, because once you have a email list, you can bring people in and create those repeated buyers. Instead of just generating AI images and putting them on Google Drive and list them on Etsy, put some time into post-production, post-quality stuff, okay? So this is something that I started doing as well. Because a lot of people are worried about competition that, there's so many stores on Etsy right now that are selling AI generated images, and this market is being flooded. And there's competition on every marketplace. Amazon, eBay, Facebook Marketplace, it doesn't really matter. In dropshipping, you just need to stand out, okay? And you can make sales because, again, saturation on these marketplaces is huge. Etsy AI images, I'm sure this is happening too. But again, if you put quality over quantity, even though you might have less listings, you can generate more money because you have these repeated buyers, the fans that come back. And that's what you want to do on Etsy. You want to build the fan base of loyal customers to you, okay? So everything matters on Etsy. Everything in regards of building repeated buyers matters. And this is something that I'm gonna start doing from now on because, again, in April, I had way less listings and I was making way more money than in May with having more listings and not generating as much money. And this video is getting kind of long and I don't want to make it long because it's supposed to be short. So I want to cut it right here. But long story short, quality over quantity on Etsy is very important. I'm gonna focus more on quality of my products. You don't need to spend a lot of money on ads. Spend ad money only on products that are performing well and make sure that you have margins and a budget for the ad spend. Build fan base. And I think those are the major takeaways I want you to take from this video. If you want to join our Discord and communicate with us and come up to our weekly meetings, join my YouTube memberships. You have a link down below for it. You're also gonna get a monthly list of AI prompts and digital products. If you're a dropshipper and you want to start dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, or something like that, go to dropshipfriendly.com. This is our supplier service that me and a couple of my buddies built. It's a company based in US. Our products are in US in our warehouse, so they ship very fast. It's not like those Chinese suppliers from God knows where and takes them forever to get your products delivered. We're quick, buddy. will get your products delivered super fast. And join me on another Etsy adventure in the future, because I'm sure there's gonna be more videos about it. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm trying to be transparent here, tell you how I feel about Etsy, and I'm sharing my journey here on YouTube. But that'll be it for today. I hope you have a good one. Take care, my friend, and I will see you next time.